Okay, this is the HiJinx. Not much has changed since I developed this board. This is the #1 selling board I have. Last year in 2011, it made up 90% of all the boards that I sold. Everybody loves this board. I think I've had one or two guys that we had to make some adjustments with, but this board right here is insane. You don't want big airs, big tricks. Ride this board small. 4 inches shorter than your normal board. Now when I say 4 inches shorter, if you're 5'10" and riding a 7'8", you don't get it as a 7'4". It just doesn't make sense. If your average board, you're 5'11" and you're riding a 5'11" or a 6'0", drop down 4 inches. You know, my standard shortboard is maybe 5'11", 6'0". I ride them 5'8". I ride them 5'8", 19 and a half, 2 1/4, 2 5/16. The idea of this board is it's wider in the center. The center point is pushed forward. The tail area is wide. The nose area is wide. It's extremely fast. Low entry rocker, low tail rocker, a little bit more out on the back, so it's going to look like there's more rocker. That's just going to give you lift and speed. It's got a single concave throughout this entire surfboard. Sometimes for bigger guys, I will put a little bit of a double, but I haven't changed anything on this board for 2012. It's just been such a fantastic board, and the response has been phenomenal. This is a great board for all kinds of conditions. I know people have pushed it in some pretty good-sized swells out here in California. But you don't need this huge board like 6'4" HiJinx or 6'8" HiJinx. The idea is not the length of the board, but it's the liters or volume. So if you're 32, liters, on your 6'4", well, we just make this board a 32 liters in a 5'10", or a 5'8". So you can get away with, riding these boards really short. I've ridden them all the way down to 5'3", and had a blast with them. But I typically ride them 5'8", 19 and a half, 2 1/4, or 2 5/16. Just really depends on the wave conditions. Standard diamond tail. I know a lot of you guys may have had a diamond tail before or don't really understand it, but it works perfectly with the outline of this board. This is a phenomenal board. 90% of all the boards I make is this board, and that was for 2011. We'll see for 2012 because I have some new models that kind of complement this board that a lot of you have been asking for. But this is the HiJinx. If you don't have one, I'd highly recommend getting one. I wouldn't set it up as a quad. You guys ask all the time. Get it as a standard tri. It works very, very well as that. And the 5-fin setup just doesn't work. That way you can switch it from quad to tri. You don't get that really. You're either getting a traditional quad or you're getting a traditional tri. You have to play around with your fins too much to really get both of them out of the board. So just stay with the tri-fin. This makes it a lot easier for me when you call up and you order and you have these questions. Hopefully this is going to answer some of them. But again, this is the best-selling board model I've had, and made up about 90% of all the boards that I made. This is the HiJinx.